The multifunction cryolipolysis machine CTL-A2, and this is the cryo handle for this machine. This is the double chain working handle, and this is the bond tie for the double chain. And this is the small size of the working handle, small size cryo handle. And this tool is the middle size of the working handle. And this is the big size. You can check. And this is the shockwave therapy, and it's replaced tips. And this is the tripolar RF. Cavitation working handle, foot paddle, and the water cup and tube. This is the fact caliper. We introduce how to install this machine. The first step, we can install this two part. This is for cryolipolysis working handle. Okay, you can install. You can use some tool to install well these screws. Okay, this is the first step, and the second step, we can install here this part. And there are several screws here. We must make sure every screw is tightened. Okay, and the next step is install this shockwave therapy. We can install the screw here. Here is the screw for the shockwave. You must install well these two screws. The next step is the cryo handle spare parts. You also need to use tools to install well these 4 screws. Okay, and the next step is install well this. And before install these 2 screws, you should make sure these 2 screws are tightened. Okay, the first step and the second step, install well these screws. And the next, we need to install well the RF and the cavitation spare parts, the shell for this working handle. There are 4 screws also. Install well, it's okay. And then the last step is the screen. First step is install well these 4 screws. And the second step, install well this part. And the last step for the screen is we can match the hole here and then press. You will hear a sound, and then when you want to remove this part, you should press this silver button first and then pull out. Okay. Okay, now we install the cryo handle. And before installation, we must press this 2 white button beside of the working handle first. Press first. Make sure this 2 tip is up. Okay, and then match the hole. Match the hole. Press. You will hear the sound. That is finished. And when you want to remove this working handle, the same operation, press this 2 white button first and then pull out. Okay, now we install. And the other three working handle are the same. And now we install the tripolar RF working handle. Before installation, we should match the hole and then press. It is very easy. And when you want to remove this working handle, press this silver button first and then pull out. Okay, now we install. And the next working handle is the cavitation. The same operation, match the hole and then press, okay? And then next, we install the foot pedal. Also, we should match the hole and then press. And the last one is the shockwave therapy. The same operation. Okay, these are the wastewater bottle. And when the wastewater is full to 3/4 of this bottle, we should clean up the water inside. And when you want to remove this water bottle, the first step we should operate like this. First, this is the first step, and then clean up. And when you want to install this bottle again, match the position like this. Okay, finish. Before we operate this machine, we have to inject the water inside. And this is the water in hole, water out hole, and the water flow hole. Now we inject the water. We should insert this tube. First we should press the silver button and then insert the tube. You will hear sound, and when you want to remove this tube, press the silver button first and then pull out. Okay, now we insert. And when you want to inject the water, we should insert this tube to the water flow hole. Then when the water is full inside, it will come out from this tube. Now we inject water. Okay, when you don't want to use this machine, we should release the water out. Like now, we insert the water in hole. And then at the same time, we should insert this water out hole. Then the water will come out. Okay. And the water we should inject full of this water tank. You can check the level here. And now we enter into the operation screen. You can see that there are 2 languages for option, English and Spanish. And now we choose English. And here is the cryolysis function. You can see that we can setting the vacuum and the temperature here. For the vacuum, normally we will start from the 25 kPa, and the temperature we will start from the -5. And then for the treatment time, at the very beginning, the 45 minutes, we can use the continue mode for the treatment. And the last 5 or 10 minutes, we can use the pause mode. Okay, when everything is setting, press start is okay. Okay. And the second function is the shockwave. You can see that we can choose the treatment area here. Now, for example, you choose this one, and you could set the frequency and energy here, increase or reduce, decrease. And when it's setting, press start. Okay, the third function is the tripolar IF. You can set in the power and the treatment time. For the treatment time, normally is 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. And the last one is the cavitation. The same, we can set in the power and the treatment time. 50 to 20 minutes is okay. Press start. Okay, now we start the shockwave treatment. Before doing this treatment, we should set the parameter on the screen. And normally we will start from the lowest frequency. Like now we choose 2, okay? And then we should use the foot paddle and start the treatment. The next treatment is the tripolar eye treatment. And before doing this treatment, we have to put the gel on the treatment part. For example, now we work on the face and put the gel on the face. We should set the power on screen and start from the lowest power, like this. We start from 1. And if your client can accept, we can increase the power step by step. And the treatment time normally is 15 minutes to 20 minutes. It's okay. Okay, the next treatment is the cavitation treatment. And also, before doing this treatment, we should put the gel on the treatment part. Okay, we also need to set the parameter on the screen. Like now we start from 1, and the treatment time is also 15 minutes to 20 minutes. Press start button. Okay, the next treatment is the lipolysis treatment. And before doing this treatment, we need to put the anti-freezing membrane on your treatment part, like this. Make sure that the membrane contact the treatment area. Okay, now we're setting the parameter on the screen. And the vacuum, first we should start from the lowest level. Like now we start from the 25 kPa first. And then the temperature, you can start from the -5. Okay, now we enter into the parameter setting. Okay, for the vacuum, normally we will start from the 25 kPa. It means that the lowest level. And the temperature, we can start from the -5. -5. And for the first 45 minutes, we can use the continue modes. And the last 5 or 10 minutes, you can use the pause mode. Now we start. Now we use the middle size of the working handle. And before doing the treatment, you should press this blue button on the working handle first, and then you can see the blue light, and now we can start. And we put the working handle on the treatment part. Okay, for this machine, 4 crown handles can